Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Dan here, back again for another Martial Arts Monday review. This week we're taking a look at Fearless, starring Jet Li, directed by Ronny Yu from 2006. This is an outstanding Jet Li film, one of his very best. I'd seen this years ago. Strangely, I didn't remember much of it. I'm not sure why. But this is an excellent film, right up there with Fist of Legend for a classic Jet Li film. Can't recommend it enough. I'm going to have to keep this kind of short for technical reasons. But this was directed by Ronny Yu, as I said, longtime director in Hong Kong, who directed such films as The Bride with White Hair. And then for Hollywood, he directed Bride of Chucky and Freddy vs. Jason. You know, those films are a little bit of a mixed bag. After seeing this, I'm almost wondering why he didn't follow more in Corey Yun's footsteps and do more action films in Hollywood, because this is an awesome film. And what he wanted to do in this film, and the results speak for themselves, is basically just let Jet Li go. Just let him go. You know, set the camera up and let him do his thing. And this was the fight choreography is by the legendary Yuen Woo-ping. So they've all worked together so many times, and the results speak for themselves. There was a 100-day shoot. 60 of those days were spent on the fight scenes. And real quick, this is based on a real life character, kind of a legendary figure in Chinese history and martial arts history, Hui Yanjia, who founded, his claim to fame is he founded an athletic school, which still exists to this day. And it basically tells the story of him watching his father lose a match because his father hesitated at a moment when he could have really hurt someone very badly. And then the young Hui Yanjia gets beat up by the opponent's son and says, "I'm never going to lose a fight." Learns martial arts on the sly because he's not supposed to, because he's sickly. And then starts taking on all comers, and they fight in a round platform. And if you get knocked off, you lose. Eventually, there's an elevated platform that's like 3 stories tall. It's crazy. And they've got to walk up these posts to get there. Fantastic fight scenes. Essentially, he becomes too arrogant, doesn't pay attention to his school, doesn't pay his bills, hurts some people, and then there's a tragedy that could have been prevented, and he sort of is banished to the countryside. Learned some valuable lessons from basic life lessons from some very peaceful villagers. Beautiful cinematography, by the way. Comes back and tries to rebuild his life in his school and make amends with people. And along the way, and then he begins to be challenged by several foreigners, because this is a time when the foreigners were closing in and thinking of China as a sick man of Asia. So he fights a fighter named Hercules O'Brien, who's played by Nathan Jones, based on a real guy. It's questionable whether they actually ever fought. Hercules O'Brien was an Irish boxer in the film. He's Nathan Jones, so he's playing a strong man. It's a very entertaining fight. And then he fights 4 foreign fighters. So the film starts out with the first 3, and then it cuts, and then it tells the whole story up until the 4th one, who is played by Shido Nakamura, a Japanese fighter who's very honorable, who was in Letters from Iwo Jima, very good actor. Prior to that, he fights like a boxer, a guy with a lance, and a swordsman. And all of the actors that they got were actually legitimate martial artists. Like the boxer was a kickboxer and boxer that had multiple fights. The guy with the lance had like 35 years of experience. So excellent fight scenes. Just a kind of an emotional story. The basic framework we've seen before, but it's just well done. Excellent film. Can't recommend it enough. Definitely check it out. Great supporting cast. Great fight scenes. Great weapons. He uses a sword against a 3-section staff. So, you know, I'm a huge fan of 36 Chambers of Shaolin. So now he's right up there with Gordon Liu as far as the 3-section staff goes. Great scene. Fantastic film. Highly recommend it. Check it out. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Jet Li's Fearless. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be back next Monday for another Martial Arts Monday review. Thanks.